Welcome to OCA, a special podcast for special people. Our mission is for OCA to enable individuals and families with autism or other disabilities the opportunity to maximize their abilities. Over the past 15 years, we have grown from an idea to a full community of professionals serving the Central Florida community. We're excited to share our favorite memories, tips, and experiences with you. And we hope to inspire you to get involved too. Ready to get started? Let's dive in.
Good morning and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Margaret, COO of OCA, and I'm so glad you're back for another episode. Today I'm joined by a special guest, our Recreation Program Department Head, Nicole. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be back for season 2.
For those of you who don't know, we have 3 major pillars here at OCA. We have recreation, we have our adult programming, and then we have our therapy department. Our recreation department is the one that's the most fun, and I think everyone would agree with that. So our holiday season is a really fun time for our recreation program. When school-age groups are out for the holidays, we open up our special holiday camps. So Nicole, tell us about the camp we just had in December.
Well, through December, we call it our winter break camp, and this year it took place in January. We do some fun games together, and we also have them do some kind of separate games amongst themselves. We try to go to the park every day, which is always a fan favorite. They get to run out all that energy. We do some arts, and we do a lot of fun things like that. This year, we also had Santa come to be able to sit here and greet and meet a whole bunch of our participants here at OCA, and let me tell you, that was a blast.
If you didn't see it, you should definitely pop over to our Facebook or Instagram and catch the video of Santa, because he definitely was a favorite for all of the participants. Nicole, was there any specific activity that you liked the best at holiday camp?
Some of my favorite times is when they do musical chairs, because all the staff get involved with it as well. And then it becomes a very heated game between staff and participants, but everyone is up and everyone is enjoying it. And it's just one of those activities that everyone can participate in no matter what level they may be at.
Yeah, we do have some pretty competitive staff.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that happens after holiday break camp is we break into the new year and we start setting goals. So do you have any specific goals for our recreation program this year?
Well, we would always like to get some new participants in, as that's always a great goal. And I'd like to get some more community involvement in through this year, getting some more people to come in, maybe do some quick little classes, even if it's just once, and be able to just share what we offer here with them. I would also like to see our participants, do some more stuff independently versus necessarily always being prompted to go. We've already seen some of that happen with some of our kiddos, and we'd like to see more of that continue on.
Here at OCA, we set goals for all of our participants in each program, regardless of whether they're receiving therapy services. And I can tell you that we always boast that 100% of our participants reach 1 to 2 personal goals every year. So I really appreciate that Nicole makes that a goal too, and it really is for the value of the participants. We know that the success of the program relies on excellent leadership, which is completely covered by Nicole, but also by our staff. Can you talk about any staff that have really gone above and beyond this past couple of months?
Yes, we have had a lot of hard work from all of our staff. But there have been a couple that, have just kind of stuck out some recently. We have Denise here that works for us. She works for our rec program and our adult program. She was recently Employee of the Month for this past month, and she has been really stepping up and doing a lot of hard work trying to keep our kiddos in line and trying to help them follow some schedules. We have Mr. Tarek, who is always flexible. He's been helping out in any group that we need him, and he's always the first one to jump if he sees that there's a need somewhere else. He will quickly be able to move around, which is always very helpful. And then we have Mr. Kenny, who's just constantly engaged. Mr. Kenny typically works with our little ones, but this past month he is asked to kind of interact and engage with some of our older school-age clients, and it's been quite fun to see how he takes that energy from the little ones and moves it on to the school-age kiddos. But that's been quite a fun time to see.
It's absolutely a pleasure for me to walk around and see our staff truly engaging in our core values of teamwork, respect, innovation, and passion. And I feel like I can confidently say we have one of the most passionate group of people in the human services field in our recreation program. They are always laughing. They're finding joy.
They are a fun group.
They're a very fun group. They get through challenging moments with grace, and it truly is a pleasure. And Nicole has done such a wonderful job. Last semester, she brought in new activities and new structure, and she's constantly striving to improve our program and make sure that everybody is truly benefiting from every minute in the rec program. So I love watching it. I love being part of the rec program when I get a chance.
We love you in there as well.
Yes, especially when we're learning new dances. That seems to be a true fan favorite. So because of all that, that's what makes the participants really reach their goals. So can you think of one or two participants that have made an accomplishment recently that's really sticking out for you?
Yeah, well, one of the things that has really stuck out, which has been a follow through from Miss Denise specifically, is she's been really hard on having them have that routine as soon as they walk in through the door. One of our first things that we do is making sure all of our kiddos put their backpacks away in their locker. They all have their own locker. And throughout this school year, we've had a small set of individuals that, just comes right in, drops their backpack on the floor, and goes right away. And through Miss Denise's hard work and constant reliability with this, she has, every day redirected them to go back and pick them up. And now those kiddos all come in, they all stand right there. And even if they can't get their locker open, they will stand there and wait until someone comes over, and then we'll walk over to the locker with you and have you open it so they can put all their stuff away. So that's been really cool to see that, persistent work pay off. We also have a new kiddo in our program. He's been here for the past couple months. When he first started coming in, he would kind of sit at a table by himself, would, watch everyone else play, but wouldn't necessarily partake in that. And lately he's been getting up and he's been following around our young group of boys and has been engaging with them in the games and activities and dance, has now been gaining more of that socialization in versus just, wanting to sit by himself on the table.
I love all of it. I love watching those meaningful experiences, those social skills come out, them having friends, them looking forward to telling you about things they've accomplished when you walk through the room, and really getting that typical experience of an after-school program or a camp. So thank you, Nicole, for all of your hard work and for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you so much, listeners, for tuning into this week's episode. We can't thank you enough for spending a few moments of your day with us. If you want to find out more about OCA, log on to gooca.org, follow us on Instagram at OCA4U, and follow us on Facebook at OCA, a special place for special needs. To donate, head to gooca.org/donate, and to make a free and immediate impact, leave a review of our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share it with a friend. See you again soon for another episode of OCA, a special podcast for special people.